morning, everyone. Thanks for joining our class today. I hope you are all very well. So today is going to be our Hatha traditional yoga class. Thanks for your donations. Remember that all the funds go to help out in the projects here at the center. So thanks for joining and sharing the link to everyone that may want to join. So let's start with our hands in the heart center. We'll begin chanting one long Om. So first exhale your breath and then a deep inhale towards your belly. And stay with your eyes closed and then gently put your hands over your knees, palms facing up. And we'll stay here just for a little while to allow ourselves to settle inside of our body. And just observe your breath, your current state of mind. Just feeling inside. Appreciating your own effort to dedicate this time to your self-nourishment. And at the same time, make an effort to promise yourself to not judge yourself today for whatever you did or could not do, or just accept your body where it is. Do your best with love and compassion, and practice non-violence in your physical practice as well as your mind. And perhaps dedicate your practice to a higher source, whatever that means to you. A couple of breaths here. And then gently opening your eyes, looking to the floor. Coming back to the external world for the class. Lifting up your gaze. And we will begin with some shoulder rotations. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale down. Just warming up our joints. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale. Big rotations. Exhale. Then the opposite way. Inhale up. Exhale. If possible, close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll stop here. Now take attention to your rib cage. We're going to do some big circles. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now the other way. Inhale coming forward. Exhale going back. Inhale. Exhale. The last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now hands on the floor. Fingertips actually. Inhale looking up. Exhale rounding and pushing your back really towards the back wall or whatever is behind you. And then inhale. Using the breath to lift your head up. Reaching, elongating and lengthening. And then exhale, crouching, rounding, and making yourself little. One last time, inhale. Lifting up. And then exhale, rounding, crouching. And back to the center. Now we're gonna roll to a standing posture. Find your way to the top of your mat for our sun salutations here. So we'll begin with our hands in Namaskar position. Inhale, lifting your hands up. And we're gonna hold our hands in a little arch, back bending posture. Close your eyes here for 3 deep breaths. Breathing only through your nose so that you begin to relax more and more. And the first round is very gentle, not forcing anything, just waking up your body. Exhale, reaching towards the floor with your arms.
Forward fold into Uttanasana and relax your torso, relax your head. Bring your fingers together. In Hatha Yoga we want our fingers close together instead of spread open. And take a look for a moment to your toes and align your fingertips with your toes. And close your eyes again and stay here. Remember, you don't have to go all the way down, but keep your knees straight as possible. It's okay if you're lifted, not reaching the floor, because with time and repetition you will get there. One more breath. Inhale, lift your head up to the front as you step your right leg to the back. Knee down, organize yourself so you feel comfortable, and then inhale and take your head up, but keep your eyes closed. Take your awareness to scan your body. Where are your toes? Where is your knee, the back leg? What's everything doing? Your hips pushing down and forward, yet gently. Your torso pushing towards your thigh. Shoulders back, chest forward and up. One more breath. As you exhale, take the front leg and place it next to the back foot. And align your head with your arms in your downward facing dog. Or Ardha Mukha Svanasana. It's also cool. And keeping your eyes closed, listen to your own breath. Notice what screen appears in your eyes as you have your eyes closed. Is it dark? One more breath. And we will transition to a plank. As we inhale, shifting your weight forward, and then placing your knees, bending your elbows, pushing your shoulders back to place your chest and your forehead on the floor. Keep your feet together, knees together, your elbows towards your torso, your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath. Now undo your toes, then your hips, then chin to the floor, and as you inhale, lift up to a baby cobra. This time, the first time, just always take it very gentle. Remember, we're not using our hands to lift, use only your back muscles, so if you are closer to the floor, it's totally okay, don't worry. Closing your eyes and feeling. Being aware of your whole body if possible. One more breath. Exhale, chin back to the floor. Tuck your toes and push. You can be pushing through first to your arms, then lift your knees to a downward facing dog. And hold here. Just 3 breaths as well. If you're breathing faster, that's okay. Inhale, bring your right leg to the front, in between your hands. Step forward and lift your head up. Remember to push your hips down. If your hips are a little bit lifted, it's okay, just continue to work yourself forward and down. And shoulders up. It's a little bit of a dual action of pushing down and at the same time lifting your torso, your shoulders and your head. One more breath. As you exhale, bring the back foot next to the front foot and hang down. Lengthening your torso, hollowing your pelvis or your pelvic area so you can sort of lengthen more towards the floor. And just allow gravity to do most of the work for you. You're not forcing, just hanging. In your next inhalation, extend your arms and begin to lift up as you inhale, all the way up and arch a little bit and hold for 3 breaths. And then back to the Namaskar position. We do the other side. Inhale all the way up. Hold, notice if you feel maybe a little more comfortable this time. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in. In your next exhalation, go down all the way to the floor, reaching towards the front with your fingertips so that you're lengthening as you go down. Exhale and relax here. 3 deep breaths. Listen to your breath. Every time you exhale, you relax more. Now inhale, looking to the front wall, and take your left leg back, stepping all the way behind, and look up. Really taking all your awareness inside of your body, with your head up but your eyes closed, and just feeling, noticing. In your next exhalation, take the front foot next to the back foot and stay here for 3 breaths. Now looking between your hands, transfer your weight forward into a plank, and from there down to Ashtanga, taking your chest to the floor and your forehead. Shoulders away from your ears, hips are not touching the floor, your legs are together, feet together. 3 breaths. And do your toes, and do your pelvis. Chin to the floor, lift up to a baby cobra. Notice if you feel better in this one this time, which is the second one. Keeping your eyes closed, engage your legs, lift your kneecaps. Feet are firmly pressing the floor. We begin to be a little bit more active, yet finding a way to be relaxed. One more breath. Exhale, chin down. Push yourself back into an downward facing dog. And begin to notice, maybe this time you can be a little bit more active in your arms, pushing gently yet firmly and evenly towards your heels. Keeping your fingers close together. Now looking between your hands, step your left leg in between, and then land your right leg down to the floor. Looking up, closing your eyes. Take attention to your nostrils. Maybe you can feel the breath coming in and out. So you can hook your mind in whatever is happening inside. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the back foot next to the front foot and exhale to Uttanasana. Relax here, relax more, even more than before. So if you think you are relaxed, then relax 2 times more. One more breath here. Now as you inhale, straighten your arms and go all the way up, up, all the way, and stretch back. Maybe this time you might go a little deeper, but you're always reaching up, always trying to create space in your back rather than compressing your back. You want to elongate upwards. One more breath.
Exhale, hands to Namaskar position in your heart center. Now we're gonna go with a little bit more flow, 2 times on each leg, synchronizing each movement with an inhalation or an exhalation. So inhale, going up, arch back, immediately exhale, reaching forward all the way to the floor. Immediately inhale, looking to the front, then step the right foot back, land the right knee to the floor. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale, taking the front foot all the way to the back. Exhale here. Inhale, moving forward to a plank and down to Ashtanga. Exhale there, undo your toes, undo your hips and your chin. Inhale to a baby cobra, or you may choose to go all the way up to your own level of stretch and flexibility. Exhale, down, chin to the floor. Push up as you inhale to a downward facing dog. Exhale in your downward facing dog. And as you inhale, take the right foot in between your hands. Finish the exhalation and then inhale, looking up. As you finish the inhalation, exhale, bringing the back foot forward. And exhale in your forward fold. Immediately begin to inhale all the way up. All the way up, 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 up. When you finish arching, then you exhale and bring your hands to the heart. Namaskar position. Then the left leg. Inhale, arch, exhale, going forward, down to the floor. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, take the left foot back, land the knee, and then inhale, stretch back, looking up. Exhale, front foot next to the back foot. Exhale, your downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward and down to Ashtanga. Then exhale in your Ashtanga. Under your toes, your pelvis, and your chin. And inhale in your Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. Then exhale, chin down to the floor. Inhale, pushing up to a downward facing dog. Exhale in your downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward in between your hands and look up. As you inhale, look into the ceiling, and then exhale, bring that back foot forward for your Uttanasana, forward bend. And then inhale all the way up, standing. Lengthening as you stand, arching a little bit, and then exhale, hands to the heart center. We go again on the other side. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale immediately all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg back, knee down. Inhale, lifting your head up. Exhale, front leg to the back. Exhale here. Inhale, come forward and down to your Ashtanga. Exhale here in the floor. Under your toes, your pelvis, and your chin. Inhale to your own level of flexibility in your Bhujangasana or baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale down, tap your toes, push up to a downward facing dog. Exhale here. Now inhale, bringing the back foot, left foot in between your hands. Take your knee down, look up. And then as you exhale, bring the back foot next to the front foot and exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale as you come all the way up, lengthening, reaching away from the floor, arching back. And hands now back to the heart center. One last time, one last round. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, looking up.
Exhale, front foot back, next to the other foot in downward facing dog. Exhale here. Then inhale, going forward into a plank. And down to Ashtanga. Exhale here. And do your toes, your pelvis, your chin. And find your own level of a stretch back in your baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale down to the floor. Tuck your toes. Push as you exhale into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, take your front foot, your right foot in between your hands. Look up as you inhale. And as you exhale, bring the back foot next to the front foot. Exhale here. Inhale all the way up. Arch back. And exhale, hands to the Namaskar position. Then we go on the left leg. Inhale the way up. Exhale, reaching forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Now feel your body warming up. Take the left foot back. Ground that leg in the floor. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, taking the front foot next to the back foot. Down to your downward facing dog. Exhaling here. Remember, you can always transition through your knees. Inhale. Down to Ashtanga. As you exhale here, then undo your toes, your pelvis, your chin, and inhale into your own level of stretching your back bend or Bhujangasana. Exhale down, chin to the floor. Inhale, pushing back to downward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Now bring the left foot in between your hands. Right knee down to the floor. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the back foot forward in between your hands next to the other foot. Exhale. And then inhale all the way up. All the way up, standing and arching. And back. Hands back to the center, the heart center. From here, step your legs hip width apart, and we're gonna just do Uttanasana, taking your hands to the front, bending your knees, taking your hands up, squeezing your head, reaching up with your hands so your shoulders are reaching your ears. Now maybe, if you're comfortable, you can keep your feet together. So see which version is better for you. We're gonna hold this for 5 breaths. 1, continuously reaching up. 2, elbows straight. 3, 4, 5. As you take an inhalation, straighten your legs. And then exhale, forward fold to the floor. And relax, allow the heat to help you go further down. And feel that release. Now bend your legs and find your way to a little Shavasana. Just 10 seconds down in the floor. Keeping your eyes closed, you'll notice perhaps your heart is beating a little faster. Two more breaths here. Now bring your limbs close together. Bend your left leg, take your left arm to the right shoulder and roll or rock to the right side and stand up, gently finding your way transition into a seated posture and then all the way to standing. And from here, we're going to begin with warrior one. So step your right foot all the way back. Place your right foot in a 45-degree angle. Now, it's your choice. The larger your step, the more difficult it's going to be. So find your own level of what is more comfortable for you. If your feet are probably completely in line, it's a lot harder too, it's more advanced. So find yourself in a grounded posture that you feel like, I have control, I feel very steady. So grounding, make sure you're pressing your back foot completely to the floor, and inhale, reaching your arms up, squeezing your head, and look up. In this posture, you want to be tucking your tailbone forward. Your chest is facing the front. Your knee should not be over your toes, but over your heel. Reaching. Every time you inhale, you're sort of taking your chest up and forward. So initially, before bending back, you're reaching forward and up. Hold here. Focus on one spot to look. One more breath. Now, as you inhale, press on the front leg to straighten that leg. Open yourself to the side. Release your arms down. Take your right arm to your right hip. Push that hip backwards. Align your head with your front foot. And keeping your torso as open as you can, begin to go down. And stop when you feel that your torso is going forward towards the floor. So keep your torso open, and it's okay, don't go that low if it begins to twist. Now go all the way down, maybe you will reach the floor, maybe not. If you reach the floor, make sure your shoulder is open, and only if your shoulder is open, then you can extend your arm up. So what you don't want to do is to have your shoulder down and be doing something like this. You really want to work on the alignment. So just be patient through repetition. Your body will slowly get into the alignment, into the depth of the posture. Don't look for big changes in one day. Look at your thumb. Keep your fingers close together. Both legs are active, pressing the floor firmly. One more breath. As you exhale, take your hand, look down to the floor, right arm of hand to your hip, bend the front leg, and lift into warrior two. So you may need to open more your legs. And as you ground, make sure that your torso is facing sideways, like completely to the side, even though your legs are spread, and give priority to your knee to be over your heel. So this will create a twist in your hip, that's okay. Doesn't matter, it's more important to protect your knee. Ground yourself, spread them out apart, and then open your arms. And try to have them aligned with your shoulders, shoulders down. Look at your fingertips. And hold. Tuck your tailbone under, so don't arch back. Take your bum in. If you're feeling tired, you can release a little bit the posture by going a little bit up. One more breath. As you inhale, push, straightening the front leg, and inhale, reaching with your front arm up and back, flexing the front foot. Breathe in, not holding your breath. inhale to the front. Keep rotating, taking both hands to the floor, facing forward. So now your hips are facing forward and you're in the back, in the ball of your back foot. Straighten the front leg and exhale there. Now you may have a little bend, or you can walk the back foot forward so that you maybe are more comfortable. Inhale, lifting your head up. Bring the back foot next to the front foot. Exhale there, Uttanasana. Now take your hands behind, interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, and let them fall over your head. And relax there. If you find that it's difficult to find your balance, you can have your legs a little bit more spread apart, maybe hip width apart, so that you can relax. Take your attention to your shoulders and really let them just fall. Just basically gravity will do all for you. You just relax there. One more breath. Now keep the fingers interlaced, and as you inhale, go all the way up. And let your hands just go back to your bum. Standing up all the way. Now we're gonna step back to warrior one with our left leg. So I'm gonna be in this side so you can see me. Step back in your warrior one, and the same. Make sure your first are really grounded, that you're comfortable, that you're steady, that you are very still here. You can stay there without feeling you're gonna fall. And once you're very steady, then you begin to straighten your arms. Remember, you can stop anytime. If you feel this is okay enough for you, then you stop there. The transitions are part of the posture, so every time you enter a pose, you will know when to stop. Tucking your tailbone under, making sure the front knee is not going inwards or outwards. Back foot is very strong, legs strong. Pressing the mat apart with your limbs, with both of your legs, so your feet are active. Lengthening continuously with the breath. Finding a focal point to look at and concentrate. One more breath here. As you inhale, push your front leg, open to the sides. Prepare for Trikonasana. Push your back hip back. Take your left hand to your left hip. Reach forward and exhale down. And remember, give priority to keep yourself open. You may be up here, totally okay. If you can reach the floor, then place your hand on the floor. And if your chest is fully open, then take your hand up, your left hand up, and look to your thumb. And keep lengthening to your crown, to your head. Think of expanding. We want to create a space in our spine, in the vertebrae. Make sure you're not back bending. So even tuck a little bit, just a little bit, your tailbone. Pressing your feet firmly to the ground. Make sure you're not hyperextending your front knee. You may need to have a little bend if that happens. One more breath. Take the hand that is in the ceiling back to your hip. Look down to the floor. And as you inhale, stand up. And bend now your front leg to warrior two. And the same, want to hold here. Make sure your knees align with your heel.
This will engage your butt. Press firmly to the back leg so your legs are really expanding. Your arms are reaching away from each other. Shoulders down. Chest aligned to the front, moving sideways. Tuck your tailbone a little bit so you're not back bending. Look at your fingertips. Exactly at the middle finger. Perhaps you can deepen a little bit the posture, bending a little bit down, or maybe you need to ease a little bit. One more breath. Inhale as you push the front leg to a straightened posture. Inhale, reaching up with your arm and back, flexing the front foot. Opening your chest. Inhale, going back to the center, rotating forward towards the floor, centering yourself. Back foot is on the ball of your back foot, and see if you need to walk maybe your foot forward, or maybe you're comfortable there, so you can straighten the front leg, and exhale there. Trikonasana. Closing your eyes in this one, so you can really be present. You're still pushing with your feet firmly the ground, so it is like an active yet gentle stretch. Now open your eyes, look at the front. Bring the back foot next to the front foot and exhale there to Uttanasana. And again, take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers. This time we're gonna inhale to Urdhva Uttanasana, which is halfway lift. We're gonna hold this halfway lift. If you can look at the tip of your nose. If you're balanced, then you can try to look at the tip of your nose, or even close your eyes. One more breath here. And exhale, relaxing, keeping your hands interlaced. Just down to Uttanasana. Relax here. Maybe you can, if you feel you need to have your legs in hip width apart, that's good. Do what you feel. That will give you more balance. Otherwise, keep your legs close together. And allow your arms just to drop to the floor. Make sure your elbows are straight. Elbows very straight as possible. Now we're going to inhale, lifting all the way up. Keeping your hands interlaced. Exhale here. Now keep your hands interlaced. We're going to inhale. And you're going to sort of reach back a little bit, opening your chest up, a little back bend. Inhale to the center, release your hands, and you're going to go down to the floor for a little of back bending. So find your way to the floor. Take your hands to the floor, place your forehead to the ground, on top of them. Take a couple of breaths here. Now lift your head up as you inhale. Place your elbows under your shoulders and use that grip of your mat to sort of take your chest forward. So you're sort of, imagine you want to get your rib cage out of your pelvis, like away. Just sort of push. So So use your pull to elongate forward, engage your legs, legs together, kneecaps lifted, and hold. Shoulders back as much as you can. Now relax, exhale down.
Take your hands next to your rib cage.
Lift as you inhale to a baby cobra. So lifting your head, looking to the front. Now lift your legs. This time spread your legs apart a little bit so you can lift your legs and hold this posture. If you have your legs together, it's stronger. Yeah. Make sure you're elongated and you're not really using your arms. So maybe you're here, it's totally okay, you're down. Just allow your back to become strong with time. Think of lengthening away from your pelvis. Exhale down.
One breath here. Inhale,
Lift up again. This time our arms go back, palms facing each other. Hold like this for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Now lift your legs and 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Relax.
Now reach your arms forward. We're gonna lift both our arms and our legs. As you inhale, lift, and keep your head aligned with your arms. And just hold here. Think more of reaching your limbs away from each other. We're gonna repeat this one so you don't have to go at your maximum here. 1 more breath. Exhale down. Now we go again. Inhale, lifting it all together. 1, 2, 3.
Inhale, lift up. This time, maybe a little bit higher up. Maybe you can attempt to look to the front. One more breath. Exhale down.
Hands, forehead under your hands. And we prepare for Dhanurasana.
So lift up as you inhale. And this time try to walk maybe your rib cage away so that your lower ribs are not trapped. So sort of extend, and now you place your ribs away, hands back, lift your legs back. If this is already hard for you, you stay here, otherwise bend your knees. Bending your knees, if this is already hard for you, then stay here, otherwise lift your thighs even higher up. If you can grab your feet, only do so if you can reach. Don't force them. If you're here and you cannot reach, don't do that. Otherwise, grab them and stretch up. Legs apart. You don't have to go to your limit. Maybe you can leave it just soft and gentle. Exhale down.
5 breaths, resting here. Bend your knees and just fan them side to side, releasing your lower back. And let them go down to the floor in their natural posture. Now take your hands to the side and push back to a balasana or child pose. Keep your knees together, making a triangle with your hands, so your thumbs and your index fingers are touching, and your toes are touching. And really feel the connection of your fingertips and your toes touching. Now inhale and go back to a seated posture, lifting your torso all the way up. So once here, you may want to roll your butt down to the floor so that you can straighten your legs forward for Paschimottanasana. So here, inhale, reaching your arms up as much as you can, and exhale, reaching forward, forward, forward. That will relieve your back from the back bend. And try to relax as much as possible here. Allowing everything to drop down and using your breath. So you deepen your breath, and if you have a particular sensation somewhere in your body, maybe your hamstrings, maybe your lower back, you can take the breath by imagining that you're taking it that way or to that location. And you sort of breathe in that location. Taking all your awareness inside of your own self. Deepening your breath. Now gently leave your body exactly as it is, whatever you are is fine, and simply lift your chin up. Just the chin. Chin up as you inhale, and then chin in as you exhale. Very slowly, very gently. Again, inhale, chin up. And really feel what's happening. And exhale, chin in. You will go as far as you feel comfortable. Find like a nice stretch, not a painful stretch. It's a nice one that you feel like, oh, this is doing me so good. That's the kind of stretch you want to feel. Exhale, chin in. Now in the next inhalation, go all the way back to sitting. And then bend the front leg into Janu Sirsasana. So here maybe your leg won't reach all the way to the groin. Yeah, maybe your leg is over after the knee, or maybe just under the knee. That's fine. Yep. Align your torso with your legs, so we are not bending in between our legs. We are bending right in front of our left leg. So reach, maybe twist even a little bit, so you are sure you're gonna land over your knee. Inhale, lengthening your torso, and exhale, going down, reaching forward as you go down. Engage your core, your lower belly a little bit, so you're sort of sucking your belly forward. Yet find a way to relax. Close your eyes and take your mind continuously to what is going on, so you can, with awareness, you can help your body go deeper, even if it's not today. But with the intention, it will happen. And using your breath. Two more breaths here. Now leading with your head. Inhale, going all the way up. And we're changing sides now. Swap legs. Align yourself again. Make sure your torso is over your right leg. Inhale, lengthening your torso as much as you can, and then think of going forward as far as you can as you go down. And again, relax wherever it is that you can go. Relax there, accept where you are, don't judge yourself. Remember, it's just practice and repetition. Just make the effort to be as present inside of your body as possible. So you are literally giving the instructions where you want to go. You want to go down, you want to open, you want to release. So the more present you are, the more your body will follow. Two more breaths here. Conscious, deep breath. Now as you inhale, reach first with your head up as you go back to sitting. Then take your legs together, feet together, closer to your groin. Interlace your hands under your feet and do your best to be as straight as possible. So here you can use your arms, like you sort of push against each other with the feet, so that will help you be very straight. Do your best to push your belly button forward rather than rounding. So lengthening up and forward. Press your knees down actively. Even if they are here, you activate your muscles trying to get your knees down. So it becomes also an active stretch. Just 3 breaths here in this seated posture. And now reach forward towards the ground. You can undo the grip, so you can grab each foot, elbows together, and see how low you can go. Maybe you will go all the way to the floor. Maybe you're just here. Just work on lengthening rather than rounding. In this one, you want to lengthen. So do your best to hold your body lengthened and elongated wherever it is that it can go. And if you feel then very tired, you can round your back then. Do your best to be very conscious in every little move that you are doing. Say, grabbing your feet or taking your knees down. Whatever it is, just pay extra attention to detail. Keeping your eyes closed so you are not distracted. And if your mind wanders, bring it back to your body, to the sensations and to your breath. This way you begin to control your mind. Now inhale, all the way back to sitting. Spread your legs to the front. And we'll have to roll down to the mat. This time, I'm gonna go very slowly. So legs hip width apart. We're gonna hold here for 5 breaths, as if we were going down, but we're not really going down yet. Now very slowly, we're gonna go down to the mat. Very slowly. For a moment, just think of taking your shoulders towards your hips. That helps to keep the control. And think of going slowly so you can massage each of the beats of your spine. Very slowly down. Maybe see if you can hold it here. Even if you shake, it's fine. Make sure you can breathe so you're not holding your breath. So even if you're here, you can talk. Not ideal to talk, but at least you can. And exhale. Down, taking your hands all the way over your head. Inhale, arching your back, just your back, to feel that nice stretch. And then exhale. Let yourself relax here. Bring your feet towards your bum, towards your buttocks. Maybe you can reach for your feet, and here. Inhale, pushing your hips up. Up, 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 up. Pushing through your heels, tailbone pushing forward and up. Breathing towards your chest. So it will help you create space between your hips and your rib cage. And then rolling down at your own pace as you exhale. Make sure you're really rounding, especially the last bit of your spine, which is the one that generally is more stiff, the bit that connects with the pelvis. Then inhale, again going up, rounding first and unrolling with control, with all your attention in that area. If you're really comfortable, try to interlace your hands under your body and keep pushing up so that your chin sort of begins to reach the chest. The chest begins to reach for your chin. If you feel your lower back, then you have to step a little bit backwards. And exhale, rounding down. Back all the way to the center, to the floor, with control. Now take your knees to your chest. Compress them. Really feel that compression against your organs, against your belly. Now take your knees towards your armpits and grab your feet with your hands for a happy baby posture. And maybe rock side to side. Maybe your knees will reach the floor without much forcing. Just gentle pressure down to the floor. Gentle, always gentle. A combination of effort and kindness. Now, knees back to the center. Take them to tabletop, and we're just gonna let them drop to the right side for a twist. Look to the left. Relax as much as you can so you allow your lower back to release. Inhale back to the center, and now we're gonna do the other side. So let them drop to the left. Look to the right side. Palms are facing up. Do your best to relax. Each exhalation is an opportunity to relax more. Now back to the center as you inhale. Now cross your right leg over your left leg and continue interlacing your feet, and let your right knee go to the floor to the right, towards the left. Look to the right side. Each inhalation is an opportunity to create space, so you sort of expand when you inhale. Every time you exhale, you relax more. Inhale back to the center. Now we cross all the way the other way. Left leg over right leg, and maybe even your feet. And then let your legs go to the right side. And relax. Now back to the center, and do your legs. Straighten your left leg all the way to the floor. Grab your right knee with your left hand and twist to the left side. Now, if this is really comfortable for you, you may want to attempt to straighten the bent leg, and maybe grab your foot with your left hand. And take attention to the straightened leg, which is the left leg, and keep it really, really straight. Exhale. Bring the legs back to the center. And we're gonna do the other side. Straighten the right leg. Grab hold of your left knee with your right hand and twist to the left side. And it's optional, it's your choice. Maybe you want to straighten or attempt to straighten the leg that is bent. Maybe you will grab it with your hand and keep the leg, the bottom leg, very straight. That is the right leg, straight and active. And now release, back to the center, take your knees to the center, this time open them, and sort of take them to your armpits, but keep your legs fully bent, your feet fully bent. And now gently straighten your legs to the floor for your final rest in Shavasana. Drop all the effort of the practice. Take your attention to your face and make sure you're not contracting any muscles in your face. So your eyes are relaxed, your forehead is relaxed, your lips, your tongue, your throat, everything is relaxed. Drop into the floor with each exhalation. Imagining that you are melting down the floor and that you are very heavy. Relax more. Notice your breath. And now as you are relaxed, imagine how will it be to be 2 times more relaxed than what you are now, and feel that. Keep noticing your breath with no expectations, no attempt to change anything, just noticing how you feel now. Allowing your body to absorb all the practice. And in this state of relaxation, again imagine how will it be if you could relax 2 times more. Now take your attention to your heart center and bring a memory of something that is really dear to you, something that makes you feel joyful, or deep gratitude, or deep love. And make that memory or that location or that person very vivid, so you can really grab hold of that feeling. And once you have the feeling, let go of the memory or the person, whatever it is, and just focus on the feeling in your heart. And expand that feeling through all your body and all your limbs. And you can stay here for 10 more minutes if you feel that your body wants it and you feel you really want to stay there or you need it more. Otherwise, just bring your feet and arms close together. Bend your left leg, placing your foot in the floor. Left arm to right shoulder. Rock to the right side, using your right arm like a pillow. And take a little moment, a few breaths here. Do not rush to sit. Then gently push up to a seated posture. Keeping your eyes closed at all times. Hands on your knees, palms facing up. And just notice your state of mind. Notice how your body feels. Just notice. And feel. Taking your hands to your heart center for one long Om. Inhale to your belly. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently open your eyes, looking down to the floor, and keep the sensation as if you were looking inward. And do your best to keep that sensation through the whole day. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you next Thursday. Namaste. Have a lovely day.